Jen. Alright guys, it's 11 o'clock. Firstly, I would like to apologize for starting the quiz an hour late, but I had a work meeting I had to complete. So I decided to not go with any particular topic. I decided to just do a general quiz. Don't worry, Siddharth, the music has been paused. That is just to keep you guys busy while I start off. So today's quiz is a general quiz. Those of you joining me for the first time, how you play is you look at the questions which come on the live stream and you answer the questions by either answering on your Kahoot app or on kahoot.in. So the faster you answer, the more points you get, and the questions are right now, I think it's around a 3 to 4 second lag today. So you will see the questions only 3 or 4 seconds. You'll see the options 3 or 4 seconds before the questions actually appear on the screen. So make sure you answer only after you see the questions. Otherwise, you'll be answering blind. As I said, the faster you answer, the more points you get. And best of luck to everyone. If you're joining for the first time, don't forget to subscribe onto my YouTube so you get notified whenever I go live. And if you're joining once again for the first time, I will share my WhatsApp link where I announce all these quizzes when I'm going live, and you can join that. No spam, only announcements. So we're 2 minutes past the hour. Good time to start. Let me just remove the text which is in the middle of the screen, and we should be good to go. Couple of nice team names on the screen, which means they're probably my friends. Blink says no problem on the music. Thanks for making quarantine bearable. You're welcome, mate. So today the reason why I thought of doing a gen quiz is for 2 reasons. One is I started making the quiz only 3 hours ago. And the second reason is I feel I haven't done a gen quiz in a while, so why not do it? So that being said, it's 30 seconds per question, but you guys will have only approx 27 seconds to answer. And here comes question number 1. Remember, please don't answer on the chat window. You can discuss on the chat window, chat there, but please don't reveal answers there. National Geographic is the correct answer. Instagram is, I think, is number 2 on the list of most followed things. I think Ronaldo is number 1, Instagram is 2. But on coming in at 11th or 12th for most followed things is National Geographic, and they are the second highest followed brand on Instagram. Ankit has the early lead. Moving on to question number 2. Where do you order from, bro? Leon. Then? Yesterday I was आज सुबह मैं सुन रहा था, अरे कल तूने बोला वहाँ से तो सुनाई आ रहा है। The Red Cross is the right answer. The others have been given the honor of being the Time Magazine's Person of the Year or Things of the Year. Ebola Fighters was recently, was famously 2006. American Woman, that was in the 1950s. Less than a quarter of you got that right. And that means Suraj is leading. Good job to everyone. Question number 3. Of you got that right. The reference to country is in the first person. So just to give you an example, the song goes, the great Charlemagne, my father from the Saracens liberated me, and from heaven he gave me life to Metzibol, the great mother. I was born a princess, a maiden neutral between two nations. I am the only remaining daughter of the Carolingian Empire. So it's a very unique national anthem. Very few, I think this is the only one in the world which has it, where when you're singing, you are actually singing as if you are the country. 16 of you got that right. Sushant has gone up to the lead. Question number 4. Less than 1/6 of you got it right. Ted Dexter it is. Dexter was born in Italy. I think is the only Test cricketer born in Italy. George Headley is the most famous of them all, but played I think only 23 or 25 tests. George Headley was known as the Black Bradman in his time, but that is not the correct answer. Let's see what that does to the leaderboard. Looks like things are all right. Question number 5 coming up. So most of you got it right. It is indeed jute, which is in the bottom left corner. This image is not great, but the interesting story is that's because Pakistan once upon a time had control over East Pakistan or Bangladesh, and in Bangladesh the jute industry was massive. After Bangladesh left Pakistan and became its own country, they decided to keep jute on the emblem, and that is the reason why it's so. Most of you got it right. Jassim has moved up 44 places. Next question, number 6. That's the most I've seen correct answers in a while. 50 of you got it right. It is indeed musically. That shouldn't make too much of a difference in the points table, as expected. Question number 7, and we are almost at the end of the first half. Only 9 of you get it right, and this was a bit of a tricky question. It needed a couple of layers of thinking. So what you could see in the picture were islands, and Algeria gets its name from the Arabic for the islands. We know the channel Al Jazeera also means the islands. So the same etymology origin for Algeria as well. It means the islands. Hard luck to most of you got it wrong, but to the 9 who got it right, well done. Question number 8. We are at the midpoint of the quiz. It's Ben Stiller, which is the right answer. Nearly half of you got that right, and Sushant has built up a bit of a lead in this quiz. We enter the second half with a question on literature. Fyodor Dostoevsky is right. Half of you got that right. Brothers Karamazov was the book. Question number 10. Over 50 of you got that right. It is indeed 708, which references Shane Warne's number of test wickets he had. What's interesting is that this brand is back in the news right now because Shane Warne has stopped producing gin in his 708 factories, and he's using those resources to make hand sanitizers. So that's why the brand is in the news again. Good job to everyone who got it right. Here's question number 11. You want 50-50? 30 of you got it right. It is indeed Margaret, Margaret, Margarita. They all come from Latin for pearl. Good answer by you guys. But the leader missed the question, and so we have a new leader. 4 questions to go. This is a visual question. So it was split between Istanbul and Barcelona, but Barcelona is the correct answer. 25 of you get that right. You could see the La Sagrada Familia, the tallest building in Barcelona, standing tall above the rest. Question number 13, the third last question of the quiz, another geography question. Less than 10 of you got it right. It is indeed Paris. It's a tricky question, but Paris is named after the Parisii, who were known as the Gauls. They were a Celtic Iron Age people who lived on the banks of the River Saône from the 3rd century BC until the Roman era. They had first conquered the city of Paris, where they would live that time, around 250 before Christ. And eventually it became the city of Paris from this Celtic tribe. 9 of you got it right. And Prasad PJ moves up 11 places. Penultimate question of the quiz. Most of you went with P on it. No, I don't think that's a great idea to do with their food. But wash or douse it in water is right. Lotor means washing in water. And from that's how raccoons get their name, their scientific name at least. The leader got it wrong, but Lit 11 got it right. Closing in on the lead. Venki's moved up to top 5. That's good to see. So before the last question, guys, would love to say thank you to all of you once again for joining me today. Apologies once again for running the quiz an hour late, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it and the wait was worth it. So did you guys like this general topic? Do you think it is more varied and would you prefer more general quizzes moving forward, or would you prefer topical quizzes? Let me know in the chat window. And at the end of the quiz, after the last question, I will drop the WhatsApp link for any of you who want to join the WhatsApp group to get announcements. Once again, there will be no spams, only there will be announcements. And so you can feel free to join that group. Here's the last question. And an easy one to finish the quiz. Chinese, Malay, Indian, other is right. And let's see who our winners are today. Coming in third with 10 correct answer is Aiden. Ames Jaipur, is that? Jodhpur. Ames Jodhpur. Lit 11 with 11 comes second. And the winner with 12 correct answers today is Sub Nakli. Good job. I'm just going to show all the results of the other people as well. And while I do that, I'm going to also be sharing my WhatsApp link on the chat group. So in case you haven't joined yet, please do join so that you get updated all the time you want whenever the quiz is happening. Thanks a lot for everyone who's saying that Jen is good. Appreciate the feedback. That's always good to know. Some of you want topical quizzes. I'll try to keep a sort of balance between it. So we can see Venki 4th, On Your Tail 5th, and let's see how the rest of you did. So we know who the top 5 are. Coming in 6th today was Sushant, but I think might have lost connection after a while. Ranga, Bibi, Mudit and Chauvin wrap up the top 10. And the rest of you can check out your results here. So once again, guys, thanks a lot for sticking around today. If you like the quizzes, just share it with others. You know, the more friends you have participating, better. I'll also love to see more participants as the time has gone by. And that's about it. Feel free to drop off the live stream. I will be ending this stream as soon as I'm done with the results. See you tomorrow for more quizzes. Till then, have a safe rest of the day.